Getting into the game. Yes,
Yep.
we are. And on the two sides, we see orange team. I believe that's Glaceon, and then the purple team is Gay Cats. And we actually see a Stamper come out on the side of Gay Cats and a more traditional triple shooter ballpoint comp on the Glaceon side.
Cats is definitely running a bit of a different comp than we usually see. And it's apparently working because they already got 2 picks, and now Glaceon's being forced back into their base, and they're already getting scored on. Really fast for Cats here. Nice job.
Yeah, we see this brush actually just being somewhat of a menace, just running in. I think they got the first kill. They trade with the splatter shot actually, just stalling out more for their team. But we see 3 down on the side of Gay Cats, and this is Glaceon's chance to move back into mid.
The Stamper tried to hold their position there for as long as they could on their bottom right, but they just had to jump out. It was a really nice stall though, and they get to keep some of their zip charge if they had that. A trade on the right stack happens, and now Glaceon's looking to go in. As soon as their players come back, they'll have cooler, and they're going to try to push here on the right, it seems.
Yeah, I think they might get this basket open, but I don't know if there's a lot of follow-up. The only clam that they have is on that ballpoint and Inkjet. And we just see not a lot of follow-up, but they're just trying to hold their positioning right now and just hold the left and the right stack, while on the side of Gay Cats, they're just trying to approach that right side.
For sure. The Glaceon has a pretty solid hold on mid here, and with the clams that they have, I could reasonably see them scoring a lot of points if they're able to score in the basket. But their splash goes down, losing them a lot of clams and a lot of forward pushing power, and Gay Cats is now just trading back and trying to take back mid from Glaceon.
Yeah, we just see this neutral game going back and forth. We see on the side of Gay Cats, they actually have 2 power clams ready to score, but also the downside of those 2 clams is that they're gonna be located with them.
They already picked up the pity clam, which is it might have been an accident, but that reveals your location, which is definitely going to make it harder to score both of those in. But now both teams have a lot of specials and a lot of clams, so there should be a lot happening here, and 2 go down on Glaceon. A jet gets popped from Glaceon, trying to hold that space and potentially get some picks and get the jumps back in. They managed to get one on their way out.
Yeah, that was a really good snipe onto that Stamper, but not a lot of forward momentum going on the side of Glaceon, and we just see Gay Cats holding their positioning and actually taking 3 down. This might be a score for the side of Gay Cats.
Definitely, Gay Cats definitely knows the time to go in, and the time to go in is now, and they're just absolutely pushing forward with everything they've got, scoring all the way down to 23, and they still have some clams left to keep it going. Will they be able to potentially get a knockout here, honestly, with how many clams they have?
Yeah, but we see this good defense on the side of Glaceon, just not overextending too much, but just clearing out their left side and just holding on to mid as much as they can here.
For sure. A really solid push there overall, but now it is back to a neutral game here, but 2 go down again on Glaceon, and a wipeout happens, and Gay Cats is just going in once more, trying to get that knockout to secure the win.
Yeah, but we see the Stamper holding the Power Clam goes down to a Burst Bomb, and oh, they actually formed the second Power Clam. I did not see that. But they do have the second Power Clam to score, but I think Glaceon just doing a really good job of defense holding off the left side.
For sure, Glaceon is definitely just telling them right now, you are not going to have us knock out, or you're not going to knock us out right now, and we are going to go back in with our jet and our specials, and we're going to try this again.
Yeah, definitely, but the ballpoint going down to the Fizzy Bomb, a little unfortunate, and I think the ballpoint gets another kill. We just see it a little bit of a more neutral game here going on, but there's only less than a minute left for Glaceon to get another big push in.
For sure, they are really just separating their resources here, just trying to hold off every angle, finding a pick, and then they're gonna be able to actually score here. They really do need to make something happen here, and they are definitely doing it. They're getting the picks that they need to, and they need to deal with that Stamper on the right side there before they shut down their push. They don't seem to have enough clams to keep it open. They actually do score some in, but at the expense of their positioning. And now the brush is at the bottom of the basket, just picking off anyone that dares walk towards the basket to try and score the clams that they need.
Yeah, they actually got it down to 31. They might get 2 more in, but I think this might be the end of the push. And they actually get into overtime, but I don't think they have enough time to finish the scores. Yeah, and that's the first game going to the side of Gay Cats, but such a good back and forth from both teams.
For sure, that last push in particular was very, very well played. Honestly, from Glaceon, it was really just primarily the really good play from the brush on Gay Cats. Just very strong. If you know how to divvy up your players, you need someone on that left side usually to get them off of their plat and be able to actually dunk the Rainmaker without having someone shoot at you.
Yeah, but we see a double splash coming out on the side of Glaceon, and we see the same comp coming out from Gay Cats with the brush and Stamper combo.
So very interesting to see the different type of comp from Glaceon, although it definitely does stamp or ballpoint splash zap is a very strong combination.
Yeah, we see a double crab tank coming out, but I also think it's gonna be a bit of a slower play. I think on the side of Glaceon, they think taking a slower approach might be the smarter play, as they do have the double crab tank, and they're going for this first push on that right side.
Already grabbing the right check, a very worth push. There's seemingly might be stopped here. Yeah, they go 3 down, and it's just the ballpoint. Ballpoint's probably going to just try. Oh, ballpoint actually finds a pick and is able to hold its position for a bit longer here. A nice play. But they do jump out. They just take the pick, which is honestly a fair play.
Yeah, but we see the big bubbler on the side, ready on the side of Gay Cats. They might try to position it towards this left corner, but we see the ballpoint actually just doing a lot of work, pressuring out anyone from mid, and the rest of their team holding off that left side, trying to make sure that they split their attention a little bit.
Yeah, they were in real danger there with that bubble being placed so expertly, but then they just popped the jet at a perfect time, and they were able to shut down the push before they were able to grab the check. Really nice.
Yeah, definitely. And we see Glaceon picking up this Rainmaker. They might just try to hold it around mid as long as they can, get as much paint out against Gay Cats, and just play this game a little bit more slowly compared to that last game.
For sure, both teams are definitely a bit more cautious with how they hold themselves at the enemy team, because every single weapon here counts for so much. The jet actually finds a double right there. Really nice double. And they stop the Rainmaker, and they should be able to pay more of mid and take back control.
Yeah, we see on the side of Glaceon, they have this inkjet ready, but they actually go 2 down, and the bubble's ready again on the side of Gay Cats for this push, and the brush expertly taking this left side with the grates, just sliding through and getting to that right side checkpoint to be like that distraction.
For sure, Brush definitely has some really interesting ideas here, and if they're able to play for their juniors bubble here once again, they should be able to have a really nice checkpoint here. They do have 1 down, but they're still definitely looking to grab this check here, and they are able to get it. Definitely worth. Still pretty neutral, all things considered, but they're definitely going to need to have that Rainmaker stopped before they grab lead.
Yeah, for sure. On the side of Glaceon, we saw that ballpoint actually going for the flank, being pretty aggressive as a ballpoint, but you know, if it works, they had the cooler, so they could have just respawned back and had their inkjet ready in no time.
An inkjet gets popped here on the left side. The Rainmaker does reset, but if you're able to still find the picks here, you could still very easily grab lead. 1 is down on the defending team here, and the Rainmaker is being pushed on right side. The bubble comes out, the oh so important bubble that is hiding both the ballpoint and the Rainmaker. Very interesting. And the Stamp is holding up that right side, and they are able to grab lead here. A very small one, but there's only a minute 15 left, so they'll take the big.
Yeah, but actually three go down on the side of Gaycats, and this is Glaceon's chance to try to actually take back that lead. They have 3 specials up, ready to use. They actually used both crab tanks already, but this might just be enough to clear out this right side for the Rainmaker to run it for lead.
Huge, another small lead gained, but once again, it's so close to the end here. Both teams are just doing whatever they can to make sure that whenever the timer goes down, that they're the ones with lead. And at this point, you do want to just be popping your specials whenever you have them in sync, just to be able to stop the enemy Rainmaker or push your own Rainmaker to the base. There's a lot of trading back and forth here. The specials do come out. The Bubbler is popped in a really nice position, but Crab is watching the Rainmaker from snipe, and the teammates are now pushing on the Crab so it stays off of the Rainmaker. Will they be able to go on this right side here and grab this lead? That is not that far away.
Yeah, but we need to be careful of this Inkjet on Inkjet. But actually 3 goes down on the side of Glaceon, and this is the chance for Gaycats to get the lead. But are they gonna get it? No, they don't get it in overtime!
So close.
Oh my god. But I just saw it. But that overtime meter was also really close to ending. So I don't think if the Rainmaker really stalled it for any longer, they could have taken the lead either.
No, for sure. But it was just the splash. It was such
Lockout heavy, and both teams need to be very careful about how they approach this initial opening.
for sure. We are in game 3 of the set.
Yes, correct. This is game 3. Whoever wins this game takes the lead in the set.
Same comp from Glaceon, but Gaycats has switched to Aniki Nova to run a double jet comp, which is really interesting.
Double jet is actually quite dangerous, and Naki Nova does have ink mines for the zone, so we can see this Naki Nova laying down mines and just using that ink jet spam as they do well in with just their ping output.
Definitely, the double jet might treat the double crab comp a pretty nice counter, honestly, overall to double crab. I wonder if they thought that out.
Yeah, but we do see on the side of Glaceon, they do get the first cap, and they're holding pretty well onto the lead right now. No one really going down on the side of Glaceon, and Gaycats just slowly trying to move back into mid, but Glaceon doing a really good job on cycling their specials here. They're just, once one crab is done, they have a second one ready to use.
For sure, and jets that they do have are just not able to come out in proper time, and they just back up to zone because it's still, given the jet, even if the jet's out, it's still really hard to push back on the point. They do cap one, but they do need to cap the other one so they can give a proper penalty to keep this game going.
Yeah, only 16 seconds on the board for Glaceon, but Gaycat does stall this zone a little longer. They take down 2, and I think this is their chance to cap the zones.
For sure, they have a 2-player advantage, so they should be able to cap both zones, and they do. There's one that was left side that just jumped out there, but now they're going to be trying to just hold their spot, get their specials, and just continue the lockout, but on the enemy side. That's the play that you need to do on the lockout.
Yeah, definitely, and we're gonna see Glaceon we have to see how they get out of this lockout situation, because they have the double crab tanks to try to get that, but the Zipcast are actually killing that Inkjet before it can get anywhere.
That was sick. Awesome.
We do see one of the crabs coming out, unable to get Glaceon back onto the zone, and it's down to 24 seconds for Gaycats to knock this out.
Yeah, and already honestly a really dangerous amount of numbers there, but they do, Glaceon does get the cap and does give back the penalty, so it's still a lot of points to score for both teams, but Glaceon does still have the lead here. A lot of points are going to have to be worked through to make any progress in their happen.
Yeah, very big penalties on both sides, and we see the double Inkjet coming out, being able to hold on to mid, but I think Glaceon might be able to push back. No, Gaycats takes both zones, and Glaceon has to try to push back in.
Yeah, definitely double jet when they get popped at the same time. It's still really dangerous. Like, you can swap between popping them one after another or just both at the same time to try and get as many picks as you can.
Yeah, for sure. And we see Glaceon doing a really good job pushing back in after the double jets. And we just see on Gaycats this sword trying to approach, and they do have the zip casters to try to zip around.
They did have 3 specials total there, or 4 maybe, but either way, 1 or 2 goes down there. The zip does come out, does not find any picks. The Stamper is just trying to see if they can make anything happen. The Crab comes out for Glaceon, they are able to find a pick. They're getting the points pretty close to clearing that penalty. Gaycats is definitely going to make something happen here. Their Nova does go down, that's 1 jet that they don't have to worry about. Another one goes down, Stamper. They have the advantage here, and they're able to score all the way down to a knockout here, and that's the end of the game and the end of the set.
No, I believe this is best of 5.
Oh, it's best of 5?
Yes, this is a best of 5.
All right, my bad. Yeah, best of 5. Well,
yeah, but even so, we're gonna get even more gameplay from both of these teams, and I'm quite excited to see that. Both of these teams are going back and forth.
this map, it's gonna be interesting to see both teams play around that.
Yeah, definitely. That second checkpoint is really key on pushing on this map. Getting past that second checkpoint, I think, is going to be the goal for both of these teams. But we see an E-leader actually come out on the side of Gaycats. And for Glaceon, they're just sticking with this double splash comp. They think this is how they're going to win, and it's been successful for them.
If it ain't broke, well, either way, there's still some more comp changes from Gaycats. Of course, you said the leader comes out. It's an interesting choice. They must have shots there because honestly, if you are able to hit your shots, leader can be a great counter for Crab and play right.
Yeah, definitely. But 2 going down on the side of Gaycats, and Glaceon just slowly pushing this tower up. But one of the splashes gets sniped by that E-leader. As you said, they actually get a second one. Are they gonna get this third one on the jet?
They might be able to. Oh, they do. Wow, triple from the leader there. Like I said, it's really strong. That might have been their game plan. It's really interesting.
Yeah, E-leader getting a triple kill here, and this is gonna be Gaycats' opportunities to start moving up. They take 3 down on the side of Glaceon, and they're getting to this first checkpoint.
It's clearly showing a nice change in strategy here to switch to leader. It's definitely not something we've seen in this set before, I don't think, and it's really working well against Glaceon.
Yeah, we see one goes down on the side of Glaceon again, and they're trying to clear out this right, I guess right side as the POV we're looking at right now. But they're another one goes down, and that leader just exerting so much pressure.
Yeah, leader on like a lot of other weapons can just exert pressure on that top right by just shooting at it. The Zap does try to go behind the tower and is actually able to take the tower and successfully clear their top left. And now able to bring the game back to a more neutral position, but still with a lot of points scored for Gaycats.
Yeah, they weren't able to get to the first checkpoint, the second checkpoint, but they were at least able to clear out that first one, which is the longest one on this map.
Clearing the first is still pretty huge for any future pushes that you might have. There's still a whole, like, almost 3 minutes left, so having first is still pretty nice. Crab does get popped on tower, but it gets completely shredded, and the brush just goes in, finds that pick. Brush is now just trying to go after people and trying to make something happen.
Yeah, and the brush has this killer whale ready. They're popping it to try to help their team start moving up. But actually, they get one with the whale, and I think someone else gets a second one. This is gonna be Gaycats' chance to push for a second time. Maybe they get to the second checkpoint.
For sure. An interesting choice here to pop both Crab and Jet. When you do that, you really want to make sure it's to stop the push definitively, and they seem to be doing a pretty good job of that. The tower, well, actually, the tower is still moving, but it's not able to score too many points here? Actually, no, it's still definitely moving. Both popping both Crab and Jet puts them in a rather weak position here as they're not able to properly defend after they start scoring new points.
Yeah, for sure. And we see on the side of Gaycats, they sort of gave up tower. They decided to back up because on the side of Glaceon, they were just throwing out as many specials as they could.
Wow. A very fast pick from I believe a bomb or the leader instantly on the Crab. Huge pick, of course, your leader. Assuming they're running respawn, I'm sure he's going to get that Crab out for as long as he possibly can. If you go down on Glaceon, and Gaycats here has two specials that they might look to push in with here. But Glaceon's just trying to hold them back here. Rather weird position. They do find a trade. And Gaycats does go 3 down, so that push is definitely snuffed out.
Yeah, we saw that it was just the E-leader alive, but I think on the side of Glaceon, they need to try to see how they can displace this E-leader, as I feel like the leader just putting on so much pressure on the side of Gaycats for them to start moving up.
Definitely, a really nice strategy change there, as Glaceon's just having a really hard time pushing in with that, with it up, no matter which of their front line goes down. There is not too many points to lead, so they definitely still have potential here, but they do go 2 down, and a jet is popped from Gaycats. It's going to be really hard for Glaceon to get on the tower in the last 2 seconds.
Yeah, but there are no GG specials on the side of Gaycats, so if Glaceon is able to start pushing, they do take 3 down, and it's just the Anaki Nova left up on the side of Gaycats. I think this could be Glaceon's chance to take the lead.
Definitely, and they're already showing that they are going in with their tactical or their Crab. They do have 1 down, but they still are able to score past this checkpoint, but they are getting completely collapsed on by Gaycats. A lot of trades happen, but it ends up in Gaycats' favor. And
Last game was tough because of that E-leader. I think they believe that this double Crab comp will be the key to their victory. And we are getting to the game, but actually no, we see one of the splashes going onto V-Shot, and we see Gaycat sticking with that E-leader, thinking that that was the key for them to win that last game.
Hi, I'm back. Yeah, for sure. Running leader again is definitely a good choice here. It worked really well first game, and they were definitely able to hit shots, and it's definitely has good potential to be a nice counter to Crab and Jet, as we saw.
Yeah, we see the same comp coming out on the side of Gaycats on Barnacle and Dime, but this V-Shot, oh wait, no, that was the ends up. But the ends up trading with the Stamper, and having this V-Shot on Zuka, they might try to use the Ink Zuka to displace this E-leader as much as they can.
For sure. Interesting to see the metagaming of the metagame, trying to bring out a Zuka to counter the leader. Nice to see on this type of map mode. For sure, leaders definitely, once again, a nice pick on this one, being an S3 type of choke point map. Leader can hold that space really well.
Yeah, we see 2 going down on the side of Glaceon, actually 3 going down, and this is Gaycat's chance to start moving up and score a power climb. But they are playing this a little more patiently. I think they're trying to see if they can get 1 or 2 more picks.
For sure. In here, it's a really good time to just go in and try to get the picks that you need so you can start scoring. Here we see a solid defense put up. They aren't able to make a push actually happen here. It goes in a neutral position, and they're going to try to see if they can counter push here.
Yeah, for sure. We see that the E-leader just putting out a lot of pressure on this map, and E-leader especially, they can shoot from one side to the other side on this map. So Glaceon needs to be pretty careful when they start pushing up, but they do take 1 down, and they start using this Jet to keep pushing forward.
Really good choice. There's not too many up to play around the Jet, so they don't actually find too much here, but it was still a nice time for them to try and go for something there, and it goes back once again to a neutral position. Still a pretty low-scoring game thus far, given that it's a pretty small map on Clan Blitz, usual S3 stuff.
Yeah, definitely. We see the Stamper slowly pushing up, takes one down, but it's still very neutral. We see two clams on the side for Gay Cats, and they're ready to take this push, but no one's really in position to really push up.
Yeah, still pretty solid game overall. That's usually what happens when you have teams counter each other to counter each other again. But here we do see one go down, and now a Jet comes out, and they're just trying to fight together and find the picks that they need to push in, because that's definitely it's definitely pick heavy as it is to have to go in here. You have to make sure that there's no one here to stop you from scoring your clams.
Yeah, we see that it's still very neutral. Both teams going back and forth. I think they know they both need to play pretty patiently, but the E-leader does go down to that Zuka on, on Glaceon, and they're not really able to push up as two of them go down here.
Yeah, it's still something seems to be something might be able to be happening on this map. Given pushes are pretty hard on this map, but it seems like either team just wants to make something happen here. There's only a minute left. The the basket does get open, and a lot of points are scored. Actually, pretty safe amount. Definitely worth the sacrifice.
Yeah, on the Gay Cat's able to take it down below 50, and on the side of Glaceon, they're slowly pushing back up, and they have that Cap Tank in position, clearing out this right side. They might start pushing up with this Inkjet to score a clam.
For sure, this is definitely their big last attempt here, potentially to even have a hope of being able to score under 47. The leader is still up, which is really dangerous for anyone that's trying to get near the basket to score clams. They do find the pick on the leader, and they are able to get the lead. A very strong position here for Yellow Team.
Yeah, and we see on Yellow Team, they're backing up, knowing that there's only 10 seconds left of this game. They might be thinking of just playing defense here, as Gay Cats needs to score, I believe, 2 clams to really take back the lead. And they're pushing up with every single special they got. They take down 1, they take down 2, and they're ready to score this clam.
For sure, the defending team has only 1 up. They make a good grab, but the brush was in such a good position, and they're able to. The blue team was able to take the lead there, and the set is now over.
Yeah, this set went so back and forth. Like, I think either team could have easily won this set, and although Glaceon does lose the set, they put up a really good fight. And